Hey everyone, I firstly want to introduce someone very warm to my heart. This is Harrison. He's in quite a few of my videos, aren't you? Because he just wants to get involved with all of you guys. So, say hello. Yeah. Okay. Right, let me get on with the video. I wanted to do a video because I had my first psychiatry session with someone new, which is going to be classifying what sort of treatment I need after, well, now that I'm in recovery and that I'm not anorexic anymore. And I found it quite upsetting. I found it very challenging because usually I go in, I sort of speak about my life as if it's a book, just call out all the facts, and I think that most people usually respond to that and just think that that's the reason why I've had my illness, and I struggle a lot with depression because a lot of people don't realise that I do struggle very a lot with depression, and it sort of comes in and goes. It's sort of, I get very suicidal quite a lot. I'd say about 3 times a week. So yeah, it's quite bad at the moment. Anyway, that's sort of why I've been going. So he sort of revealed my fears to me that I don't think I really truly was consciously aware of. So I just wanted to talk about my fears of recovery. One thing he mentioned was that one of my fears is that if I don't have anorexia anymore, I'll no longer be a patient, and if I'm no longer a patient, I'll have no one out there to actually care for me. There'll be no reason for people to care for me and for people to go out of their way to look out for me because I'll be well. I won't need help anymore. And I think for a lot of us it is quite scary to say that one day we are not going to need help, especially for those people who've been in inpatient treatment, because it's so easy to get institutionalized and get people running around you about your eating disorder and hugging you and getting all this love and these family figures, these friends, these things that have perhaps been absent in your lives. And it's quite a scary thought to think that we're no longer going to need help and we're going to be on our 2 own feet because we've lived our lives not just alone, but with someone else in them. Our eating disorder is a person that is in them, and I guess that leads on to my next fear. I'm afraid of not having my eating disorder. I'm so scared that it's not going to be there anymore, and I'm not going to know what to do. I don't know what my meaning in life will be. I guess that's a fact. I don't know what meaning I have because our eating disorder comes in. It fills our whole body. It fills our veins. It fills our minds, our souls, our spirits. It fills everything. It ends up filling our image. It becomes us. It doesn't become us. It takes over us. It completely smothers us, and it takes up such a big part of us that we're scared that when we lose it, what will we have anymore? Because we have our eating disorder. Our eating disorder is everything. So we talk about, so we think about, so we dream about. It's everything. And it's scary to think, what will we be? What will we be when our eating disorder goes? Who will we be? What will our personality be? Because, God, I don't know what mine is because I've had it for so long. I don't know who I am. I don't know where I begin and my eating disorder ends. And I think it's quite a scary thought to think that we will have to be ourselves, which I think is very scary to face up to, especially when we're scared of so many parts of ourselves. And we're scared of whether we're going to be accepted, whether we're going to be at the best of what we want to be. All of these things, and it is challenging. I guess they're my main fears of recovery, really. I am truly afraid of losing my eating disorder. But fear goes alongside courage. And just because you're afraid of something doesn't mean that it should stop you from getting better. When you can come over fear. Fear is just a temporary emotion covering up something that's true, something that's real. And I guess I don't really have a solution to these fears because that's why I'm going to psychiatry. But I'm hoping that these are probably fears that you share and that we can find ways of overcoming them together. And I'm going to talk about my psychiatry as it starts because I barely spoke at all because I didn't really say anything. he said that I have to go back. He said something very interesting, which I thought I would share with you. He said that he thinks I suffer from word anorexia. I sort of starve myself of words. I don't actually, if it's funny enough, as I talk about things so much on here, I don't really talk about things that often. I'm a very private person. I'll keep them locked up. And he says that I'm starving myself of words. I'm starving myself of getting better because I don't want to talk about it. And the things that I'm either too scared to say or too worried to lose or too worried to say that I don't say anymore or have ever said. And I think that's true for a lot of us. We starve ourselves not only of words but of feelings. We stop ourselves from doing so many things. And he said, like, I kept being like, tell me what to say, and it's like I'm asking him to force feed me words. It's got to come from us, and that's like, anorexia. We can't be force fed. We can be to regain weight, but to recover, you have to do it on your own. You have to think for yourself. So yeah, these are just some of my fears, and just some of the reasons why I've been struggling so much at the moment. With battling my thoughts, which I'm overcoming at the moment. Yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you because I thought some of the things he made me realise about myself, I never realised, and I thought you may realise as well. But just saying I've got these fears, and we may share these fears, doesn't mean that we can't get better, or that these fears won't go. Because remember, when we were 6 years old, we were scared of the boogeyman under the bed, and we're no longer scared of that anymore. So fears will pass and can change. So yeah. Much love to you all. I'm sorry this isn't a positive video. Neither was the last, but I promise to do a very upbeat video soon. I just want to be real for a moment here. Okay, right. Bye, darling.